Alright guys, without further ado, let's get into the first self-righteous Vrbo ad out of 3. Roll it.
That face that is usually covered by her phone has finally made an appearance. That face is laughing, that face is expressive, that face is talking more than one syllable at a time. That face wouldn't be doing that if you weren't staying at a Vrbo lake house.
Someone responded in the comment section saying, yes, only Verbo can make an angsty teenager smile and behave like a regular person. Nothing else will work. And someone responded, LOL, thank you. I'm not even a teen anymore, but these kinds of ads annoy me. Older people spend a lot of time on their phones too. Yes, they do.
The most you normally get from that face is an eye roll, and that's if you're lucky. Your together awaits. Find it with Verbo.
The most you ever get from that face is an eye roll, and that's if you're lucky. Imagine how condescending the writers of this ad must be to think that every single teenager is exactly the same, or that every single teenager absolutely loathes and detests their parents. I know plenty of teenagers that love their parents very dearly. Yes, occasionally they will act like teenagers and roll their eyes, but for the most part they act, loving towards their parents. You sound like you're this mecca, your amazing place that all magical things come true. I've gotten this ad multiple times on YouTube, and it's very annoying how these guys think that they are the only ones that can bring your family together. Their vacation homes are the one and only things that can bring true happiness to everything in the world. And they're advertising this during a worldwide pandemic when everyone has to be on their phones because of virtual learning. Yeah. I just can't imagine ever advertising something in this way or this manner when we have a lot of crisis going on in the world. Regardless of your thoughts on whether the pandemic's being held properly or not, doesn't matter. We can all agree that this is just absolutely self-centered, self-righteous garbage. And even if there wasn't a pandemic going on, they are so full of themselves, they're so up their own ass, that they are the one and only place where good things can happen. This can only happen at a Vrbo house. No, it can't. Good things happened around families all the time before your crappy homes existed, and they'll happen long after your homes go away and fade into dust. So you think that's the only little piece of condescending advertisement that Verbo has? No. Do you see the length of this video? Nah, let's go and watch the next Verbo ad.
Those emotions, they were put on hold by time, by careers being built. But at Claire's bridal weekend at a Vrbo beach house, those emotions also made the trip. Born from friendships that have lasted since Mrs. Noonan's 6th grade English class. And here, a buffet of tears, laughs, and the best memories is freshly served. Your together awaits. Find it with Verbo.
Okay, so that ad seems completely normal, right? Nothing bad about it at all. Well, that is until you look at the title of the ad and it says, "These moments only happen at a Vrbo." What? So you're telling me that these group of lifelong friends who hadn't seen each other in decades because they had jobs and lives of their own to go and fall into would not have had the exact same emotions at a Holiday Inn or a motel down the street, or at any other vacation home site. No, it only happens at your beach house. It only happens at your place. Nowhere else can do. You, again, are the almighty mecca of all things good and happy in this world. They couldn't just meet together at like a family outing at one of their grandparents' houses, or at a family function, or at an Outback Steakhouse. No, these moments only happen at a Vrbo. Give me a break, you self-righteous pricks. Your ads get worse and worse and more self-righteous as we go along. Oy vey. Now, my dear friends, we have almost reached the end of our wonderful journey into Vrbo ads. We have one more to look at, and boy, is this a doozy. Roll it.
That look. That look is a look that can only happen by a roaring fire at a Vrbo cabin after eating rainbow trout caught by your very hands.
Yes, guys, remember, these things can only happen at Verbo. Nowhere else, just Verbo.
While the kids are sound asleep. That look can't happen after binge watching the third season of God Knows What, and that look certainly doesn't happen after microwave burritos.
You hear that, guys? You can't look longingly into each other's eyes while eating microwave burritos and watching Netflix. No. You can only do that at a Vrbo beach house. Nowhere else. Nothing else. No other scenario. Can't go eat pancakes and waffles and look at each other like that. Can't go to a hotel and look at each other like that. No. It must be Vrbo.
Your together awaits. Find it with Verbo.
So as you can tell, I really do not like Vrbo ads. They are all over the place. They're condescending. They're full of themselves. And it's just a pain in the butt to watch. It's a few seconds of absolute self-righteous indignation. They're just like, only Verbo can give you this type of happiness. Nothing else can do. That vacation home that your family has owned since your grandparents were children. No. You must come to Verbo to get happiness and joy and laughter. Oh, you own a nice little apartment on the outskirts of town. No, you have to go to Verbo to have full happiness. It's just so full of themselves. The ads are so bad. They have some normal ads, but most of them are just that. You can go through their entire playlist and it's just all, only Verbo can provide you with the best moments of your entire life. Nothing else can do. Oh, you had a great wedding, you had a wonderful time, you had a great marriage and everything. No, you didn't, because it didn't happen at the Vrbo beach house. You slut. And apparently, I haven't seen these videos, but apparently, and I'm not shocked or surprised, Verbo is a giant scam. Haven't watched the videos, but I would not be surprised if Verbo was a giant scam, It comes across and gives the aura of a company that's a ginormous scam. So, yeah, I hate Verbo. I made this video just to harp on Verbo because I get the ads all the time. And especially when they're promoting these during a global pandemic. Now, I, for one, have my own views that I think this is blown way out of proportion. The numbers are skewed definitely because a man in Florida passed away from a motorcycle accident, and they called it a beer bug death. So even someone like me who has his views on it being way skewed believes that this is a horrible time to do these ads. Like, oh, you can only do this at a Verbo. This teen would only look away from their phone at a Verbo. I'm on my phone more than most teenage kids. And especially when we're at a time where all we can do is connect via electronics because everything else is shut down for the most part. That's a horrible ad. And it was made during the pandemic. So, yeah, I hate Vrbo ads. Hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much. If you liked this video, hit the like button. If you didn't like it, hit the dislike button. Comment down below, tell me what you think. Subscribe to the bell icon if you want to see more of my content, and share this video because it tells the algorithm that you like what you saw. This is Gabe with Happy Blobfish Productions, signing off, saying take care and God bless. Peace out, everybody.